Hey, what is going on guys? So today we're going to be taking a look at some of the most recent Spider-Man Marvel Legends figures I've picked up here. The first three are from the Across the Spider-Verse wave, being the Spot there, going into the Peter B. Parker, and then the third one being the Jessica Drew. There's a shot of the front and the back of the packaging for all three figures. I don't think we'll be opening the Jessica Drew at this stage. Those three are the first that I do have from the Across the Spider-Verse wave. I did get them in a random assortment. So I am glad to have those. Of course, I do still need to pick up the other four figures, but I'm just not 100% at this stage if I do want this one in the display there. So like I said, we'll open up the other two and we'll take a bit of a look at those. The other figures that we have here is the Spider-Man from the No Way Home. If you did watch my video on the No Way Home figures, I did mention I'd like to get a second of this one at some stage, just so I can do its own separate display. I found a great deal on this one and had to pick that one up. And the last one there is the new Miles Morales from the Spider-Man 2 video game. This is just another cool one that I couldn't wait to get. I still haven't been able to pick up or play this game yet, but I cannot wait to do that. As usual, a shot there of the front, the back, and the sides of the packaging. And now we'll go ahead, we'll get these figures out of the box and take a look at what they do come with. Like usual, we're not going to dive too far into each figure, but here are all four of the figures out of the packaging with all their accessories laid out. Starting off with the Peter B. Parker, at first glance this one doesn't look like too much of a difference to the original release, but there is quite a few differences here, so that is nice to have a bit of a variation there within the display. I like that this time around we do have a full masked head sculpt, but definitely a few less accessories this time around also. The thing I noticed also is that the head looks like it sits a little bit high. The benefit is though that you do get quite a lot of neck articulation. It can look really far up and really far down, as you can see. The next one here is the Spot. He does of course look pretty plain, but that is the character as we do see him. As we know, these characters are quite stylized, so I do quite like what they have done here. He does have the interchangeable fisted hands, and he does also come with an accessory that represents the Miles Morales going through the portals, or spots, whatever you prefer to call them. I think that does look really cool. Of course, you can sort of display that up how you do like. The next one here is the integrated suit from No Way Home. I do already have a video up of this figure from way back when I did open the first wave of these figures. That is back on the channel. He does come with the interchangeable web shooting hands. And then the last one here is the Miles Morales from the Spider-Man 2 game. This one I didn't overly need as I do have the Miles from the first game, but there is a few decent little upgrades to this figure, and also a few different accessories. And I do quite like the sculpt of this figure, so I was happy to pick this one up. I'll go ahead now and put all figures in a bit of an action pose. So like I mentioned, I am still missing the rest of the Spider-Verse wave. I do intend on picking up those figures, and I do also need another Toby and Andrew to go along with that second integrated suit Spider-Man I did pick up there also. Unfortunately, my Miles has a little bit of paint scuff on the eye there, as you can see. And here we have all the figures all posed up, and overall, like I said, I'm really happy with the way all these have turned out. Still a few figures I do need to pick up, but really happy to have these ones here. So that'll just about do it for this one, guys. Let me know what you do think below. Have you picked these figures up, or are you going to? As always, I appreciate you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.